Morning YouTube. So in this video today, this is going to be the last video before I go into hospital, hence the non-green shirt. Where's it gone? Well, I've put them away. Unfortunately, they're going to be away for about a month and a half. If you're just tuning into this and you're wondering what I'm on about, I have been waiting to go into hospital now. I should have gone in November. They ended up cancelling, so instead I'm going in on Tuesday, which is 2 days from now. Not ideal, but actually part of me thinks to myself, I don't believe in luck, I don't believe in fate per se, but I do believe in Sod's law, and I think sometimes things happen for a reason. I think this has happened for a reason. It was a very big shock, but at the same time what it's taught me is actually the business will survive, the customers will stand by me. It's, as I say, this has showed me who the good people are, really has, and that's, you know, that's all I can ask for. So I'm going into hospital. I've had these on and off health problems for the past couple of years. Sorry, health problems, not health problems. They only come at Christmas. And yeah, so I'm having the colostomy bag removed and getting plumbed back in as factory standard, and I'm getting the hernias sorted out. For anybody out there, never ever underestimate the risk of getting a hernia. If you're at risk or you've got one, get something to help you. Go to your doctor. You know, it's not intrusive, but if they get worse, they can end up being a real nightmare. They really can. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about how January's gone, and I'm going to tell you the plan for the channel, and I'm going to tell you my plan for getting back to work and all that good stuff. So January's gone all right. I've been on and off ill, so at the moment I've got a bit of a tight, not a tight chest, but a bit of a coughy, you know, a little bit of a cough, but other than that I've been okay. It's not COVID, checked. I've had my perpetual runny nose over winter. I think as soon as winter comes, as soon as that first frost comes, I have a runny nose. It's what it is. But all things considering, the weather has been, we've had a lot of good weather in January. Okay, it's not been, you know, Indian summers, but it's been nice and dry and cold because we've had a frost most days. But at the same time, we've had a lot of bad weather. So trying to work it, you know, it's just a case of how I see January: work when you can, rest when you can't. It's as simple as that. I don't see the point going out trying, you know, killing yourself in the rain trying to get a job done if you can put it off to another day or do it another day. So that's how I see it anyway. So as I said, just think about it like that. So yeah, work wise, there's been quite a bit of work actually, more than I thought there was going to be, if I'm being honest with you. So much so that this is part of me thinks maybe, you know, things happen for a reason, because it shows me just how supportive and helpful my customers can be sometimes. You know, I've not put it to them that they've got to find me work. I just rung them up to say, look, I've got the hospital's appointment's been cancelled, if you've got any work. Oh yeah, we'll find you something, you know. So there's been no pressure. So maybe this will help you, me dealing with the customers, because obviously I start work normally February and March. That's when I start the season. So obviously I'm not going to be working in March and February at all, probably. And in March, hopefully I should be started. So what have I done to prepare myself for that? Well, my customers for that. It's up to you which course you take. I honestly believe about keeping people in the loop. So I've told all the customers basically what's going to be happening, and what's the plan is going forward from now. So I've told them all that I'm going to hospital. I told them this at Christmas, and I reminded them again, just to keep them in the loop. And I've said to all of them that I'm going to be in hospital from the 23rd of January, and then I'm going to be in probably for 5 to 10 days, and then I'm going to be out, but resting up. It's probably going to take me the rest of the month to get back on my feet. Maybe, I just don't know. If it's earlier, it's earlier. If it's later, it's later. But what I've said to all of them is that I'll drop you a text, because quite a lot have actually asked. They've said, look, we keep in touch, just tell us how how you go on, basically. So I'll drop everybody a text when I'm able to after the op, just to say it's gone all right, you know, back on my feet, whatever. And then what I'm going to do is probably towards the end of February, I'm going to be giving everybody a phone call and just booking them in or updating them. And that's what I said. I'll either be updating you or I'll be booking you in for work. I won't be booking you in, you know, that next day, but I'll be booking you in for a couple of weeks or a week away, whatever. And then we'll be starting the season. Obviously, like anything, I've got to be careful. I don't want to rush back to work and end up knackering myself up. That's not going to help anybody. I had one customer actually, she says, will you be able to do the digging and the weeding when you've had your op? No. And I've said that to people. I won't be taking on them mauling jobs. I've done them in the past. It's too much of a risk. I'm worried because if I get a hernia, another one, which I'm likely to, I am hooped really. So I'm trying my best to avoid stuff like that, if I'm being honest with you. And at the same time, there's easier money to be made than on your hands and knees weeding or digging borders or, you know, wrestling fence posts out of the ground, stuff like that. For me anyway, as I said. So yeah, that's it with the customers, updating them. January's gone pretty alright, if I'm being honest with you. It's been one of them where it could have been busier, but it definitely could have been quieter. Bloody hell. How it was standing at the start when I looked on November. Bloody hell. I was thick. I had no work. After the first op got cancelled, I had no work at all, and I had to scrabble it. And to be fair, I'm very proud, and this is what I'm saying. I don't say this enough, but the customers, it just gives me faith in people again. Like, the customers are really, really good. And I am lucky to have them, I really am. So, a couple of high points from January. There's something big going on in the background, and I'll update you hopefully in March, maybe. But then the other big thing is I bought a new tool. I ended up buying one of those weed ripper moss brush combo things, and it was a big purchase, but bloody hell, I'm glad I did, because it's already, I've already done some work with it, and I've got a load more work booked in for it already. And I've found the easiest way of showing it to people is the YouTube short I did, just that little. So if you guys are, you know, looking at getting one, or, you know, just that short 40-second clip of it cleaning the shit off the blocks, people are, yeah, you can do mine. So I'm very happy with that. So the tools are all tidy, the containers all tidy, the van's all sorted, and yeah, I think everything's ready for hospital really. As I said, there's been, you know, it's been a very stressful thing, but I think now we're starting to see, you know, the outcome. So the channel will continue. What I'm going to do is schedule a load of videos. I don't think I'll be able to reply to comments, because I think if you use an unsecured network, this is what I found when I was last in hospital, I couldn't reply to comments. I don't know why, because I think it's the NHS Wi-Fi. I've no idea, but the Wi-Fi is not very good there, so maybe that's the reason. Who knows? But like I said, we're just plodding on basically. That's all we can do. So I'll get some content up for you guys. It might be bibbing and bobbing here and there, but it should all be relevant, and it should hopefully be entertaining maybe. So the content will continue. And then, like I said, once I'm out of hospital, I'll just be resting up, just at home. You know, I've got plenty of things to keep my mind occupied. And then after that, well, it's just all guns blazing once I'm ready. So I'm not going to be, you know, if March comes and I think I need another couple of weeks, I'll have another couple of weeks, and I'll be telling the customers that if March comes and I feel up to it, you know, like towards the end of Feb, if I feel up to it, then I'll schedule a little bit of work in March, only a little bit, and I'll ease myself back into it. But once I'm ready and once I'm able, I'll be just fucking jumping back into the season. And 2024 hopefully is going to be the season where it all happens and it all slots together. So have a good day, guys. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for all the nice comments as usual. Have a good day. Keep on gardening.